How's it going, guys? It's Alex Madden back here with another review, and today we have a little bit of a different video. But anyways, we're going to be going through the whole entire auction house, and I'm going to be telling you guys the best players that you can buy for like the price. So when you start out and you only have like 2K stubs, that you can actually get a pretty decent team and not have to play with bronzes and whatnot in your lineup. So without any further ado, let's get into it. Start out the starting pitchers. And we're gonna this video we're gonna be skipping all the diamonds, obviously, because these are not budget squad players by any means, unless you would pull it like out of a free pack or something. But that's not happening today. Maybe you guys might want to look at David Price, 3,800 coins, stubs, whatever. Lance McCullers might go diamond this year. He had a really good year last year. He might go diamond. Garrett Richards, 1,300, a little bit too much for a budget squad. Danny Duffy, might want to look at him. Lefty, he's got 95 mph fastball, that's pretty good. Jeff Samardzija, good break, good velocity, nothing crazy in the per nines though. Johnny Cueto, he had a pretty bad year last year, I think because of blisters. And I mean, if you can put it together and turn it around this year and have a good bounce back year, I think he might even have a chance of going not only gold but diamond. Kenta Maeda, 700 coins. Wow. No, he's more like 500. So this is a pretty good card right here. 73 hits per 9, 72 K, 72 walk. What's his? Zero's 92. Nothing crazy though. Michael Fulmer. You guys want to pick up this card right now. 91 stamina, 71 hits per 9. If he can strike some people out like in real life this year, he's going to be a gold, maybe even a diamond this year. That's how good this guy is. I'm kind of shocked he's even a silver. I picked mine up last night for, 501 coins. So that was a good pickup for me. Looking good right now. Because I can almost guarantee you he is going to go gold this year. Gio Gonzalez, another good lefty. Good per 9s. Good hits per 9, but nothing crazy anywhere else. Chase Anderson. This guy had a really good year last year. I'm kind of surprised he's not even gold. Kyle Hendricks, he has really good per 9s, but I mean, an 87 mph sinker, and an 89 mph. Oh my god, I can't speak. But he has an 88 mph fastball most of the time, so I can't play with that. Garrett Cole, I don't think he's gonna be going gold this year, but I mean, he is maybe a good budget player. Felix Hernandez, I don't think he's going to be going gold either this year, but maybe if he can't put it together, he can go. Here's another really good budget player, Mike Clevinger. The stamina isn't really there at 79, but the hits and K per 9 are both at 80 and 81 respectively, and that's really good for a starting pitcher. Although his walks per 9 isn't very good, so I would imagine his control isn't the best, but he does have 99 break, which is always good for any pitcher. And then you got Sonny Gray for 400 coins. That's really good for Sonny. Tanner Roark, nothing really crazy there. Lamet, looks pretty good. Hold on, who's this Lamet guy? His per 9s are pretty good. His stamina again isn't there, but he's got 96 mph fastball. You might want to pick this Lamet guy up. He's pretty good. He looks pretty good on the outside. Marcus Stroman, cover boy for Toronto, or not Toronto, the Canada game, the Canada version of the game. He's going for 900 coins right now, so I think I'd stay away from that. Shohei Ohtani, what's his hitting like? Yeah, his hitting's pretty good. Yeah, it's a pretty good card. He might go gold this year. I wish he was a Giant, but he isn't. So, Jose Barrios, I can see this guy going gold easily this year. I think he showed flashes of being really good last year, so he might worth being invested in if you guys are looking for somebody to invest in. For what's it called? Relievers, Pedro Strop, Blake Parker, Josh Hader. He looks pretty good. He's only a silver though. He's 23. I don't even know who this guy is. Will Harris. Will Harris is pretty good, but I want to get into this guy right here. Darren O'Day. I think you guys have to pick him up. Like every single year, this guy is always a budget monster. You get him like for under like a K, under 1K. and he's always going to be really good because some people just can't hit submarine pitchers. Brett Cecil. I had success with him last year. I don't know how good this card's going to be though. Sungwon Oh, I think his name might be. He was a gold last year, like for most of the year, and then he dropped down when Carpenter dropped down too. Because I did that set like for 20k, and that was always coins. Ryan Buchter, 100 hits per 9, which is obviously as good as you'd want it to be. 93-mile-per-hour fastball. It's not terrible, but you might want to look at that. Yusmeir Petit might be a good. Hold on, too late. All right, catcher. I got as my like reward like for playing the game last year. I got Gary Sanchez, so I'm not gonna be after looking here, but I think you guys got to look at one player right here, JT Realmuto. I mean, you're not gonna get too much like consistency from his power, but his contact versus righties and lefties and his vision is gonna make for a really good hitter. And he's also got 76 speed, and his fielding and arm strength isn't like as good as you want it to be, but for the beginning of the game, this is a pretty good catcher to start off with. Wilson Ramos, good hitter pretty much all around, but yeah. Wellington Castillo, good lefty hitter. Yasmani Grandal might go gold this year again. He went gold last year. If you guys are looking like for a good defensive catcher, not looking like for a good hitter, you'd be wanting to look at Russell Martin. Russell Martin's pretty good. 81 fielding, 81 arm strength. Looking like probably one of the best defensive catchers in the game. Mike Zunino, he's kind of young. If he does get good hitting like throughout the season this year, like in real life, he will probably go gold. 78 power versus righties, 88 versus lefties. 23 vision isn't going to do anything for you, but yeah, 73 arm strength also isn't too bad. 81 blocking also is never a bad thing. Cervelli, good hitter versus lefties, good all-around fielder as well. And I think that's pretty much all you need to know for catchers. Ryan Braun, good all-around hitter, but nothing crazy. And then, because like for first baseman, you guys aren't going to be wanting to look like at probably fielding too much, more at the hitting. So yeah, keep that in mind as I go through here. Yuli Gurriel, whatever. 84 contact versus righties, 93 vision. That's going to help you a lot. 57 power, like versus righty also. Might not look good, but that 93 vision can make anything work. Oh my gosh. Edwin Encarnacion, 70 contact versus righties, but he's mostly known for his power. 90 power versus righties, 82 versus lefties. And if you guys can catch this guy on like a good day, like when he's high on the inside edge, which I think is still a thing in this game, you guys are gonna definitely want to pick this guy up because, 99 power can easily get to. Justin Smoak, he had a really good year last year. You guys might just want to pick him up. He looks pretty good. I know I said not to look at the fielding, but fielding at a defensive first baseman never hurts. 73 fielding is pretty good for the position. Contact versus lefties is pretty good. Righties isn't there, but he has good power versus both sides of the plate. 55 vision isn't going to do too much, but looking like a good budget first baseman. Justin Bour, good righty hitter. Nothing really else to speak of. Matt Carpenter, 102 discipline, so if you're going to check swing with him, you're probably going to get it. Marwin Gonzalez, Eric Thames, good power from both sides of the plate. Or both sides of pitching, I guess you would say. Joey Gallo, 102 power, 92 power versus lefties, but terribly, he has 13 vision, which is gonna that's gonna just ruin the card. And so I'd kind of stay away from Joey Gallo. Maybe in the beginning of the game because nobody really has crazy pitching yet. You might want to pick him up, but right now I think I'd stay away from him. But yeah, maybe since it's the beginning of the game, you can take advantage of that 13 vision with terrible pitching. Josh Bell, good prospect. He might go gold this year. He had a pretty decent year last year, nothing crazy to speak of. Jonathan Schoop, I think might go diamond this year. he had a really good year last year. He's probably the best second baseman in the league. Maybe behind one person I'm not thinking of. Jose Altuve, yeah. Probably second best baseman in the league last year. So he might go diamond this year if you can put it together. Whit Merrifield, he's going gold this year. Not really, no doubt in my mind about that. Good contact versus lefties and righties. 76 vision, and fielding really isn't there, but you don't really need it to be. It's only second base. If it was shortstop, you need fielding. But you got Javier Baez, who, again, fielding is like a perk to have. You don't really need it, and he has really good fielding. But Javier Baez has really good contact versus lefties, good power versus lefties. But righties he struggles with, so I don't know. DJ LeMahieu, best hitting, probably silver in the game. 91 contact versus righties, 101 versus lefties, and that's base. He doesn't need inside edge to get that 101 rating. And then he has 81 vision, also 91 fielding. So DJ LeMahieu looking pretty good. Josh Harrison, good speed, contact versus both sides are pretty good. Devon Travis, last year I had Devon Travis like starting out in the game, and he was pretty good. So you might want to look at him. Starlin Castro, I forgot to talk about this guy. Good hitting versus both sides of the plate. Power's not going to do much for you. But he got 73 vision, and he's got really good fielding as well. So if you guys are looking like for a player that can both hit and field for a low price, then Starlin Castro is probably your guy. Hold on, how much is Gleyber Torres? I thought I said Gleyber Torres. Never mind. Third base. Eugenio Suarez. I played with him. I pulled him out of the pack. I played a few games. He was pretty good for me. He hit 1 game, 3 at bats. He got 2 hits. 2 out of 3 that game. Evan Longoria, I think they kind of did him dirty. Nothing really crazy about him. Miguel Sano, good power versus both sides of the plate. 20 vision is going to do very much for you at all. But he also got 90 discipline, which Joey Gallo doesn't have. And he's also got a pretty good arm, like really good arm at the corner. So might want to look at him. Maybe plug him in at first base if you're looking for a first baseman. Martin Prado might have to be like a bench player on every single team. I mean, that 89 vision, 102 contact versus lefties. I think you have to pick him up, but just for your bench, like if you're not even starting him. Travis Shaw, nothing crazy. Jake Lamb, if you guys can catch this guy like Edwin Encarnacion on a good inside edge day, he's gonna be really good. Like 92 power, 87 contact versus righties. He also has whatever. Todd Frazier, good power versus lefties, nothing really else. Wilmer Flores, good vision, good power versus lefties, good contact. So he's probably a better hitter than Todd Frazier, even though they have both, apparently. They have both players on the Mets. Shortstop, there's a lot of depth here. If you guys are looking to spend a little bit, get Elvis Andrus. Good hitting, good vision, decent arm at short, nothing crazy though. Jose Iglesias is really good for me though. 66 contact versus righties, 76 versus lefties, but 92 vision. That's going to help everything out. That's going to help power, it's going to help contact. So you might want to look at him. And then he's got 93 fielding and 78 arm strength. So yeah, I actually picked him up last night for like 700, or no, I think like 500 coins. So yeah, Jose Reyes, another good one. Good contact versus lefties, good contact versus righties. Not good contact versus righties, but he's got 83 vision to make up for that. He's also got a pretty good arm, so he has decent speed as well. Brandon Crawford, great fielding. If he can put his hitting back where it was like a few years ago for the Giants, he'll be a gold for sure. Paul DeJong, I think his name is. Really good. Good power, good hitting versus both sides of the plate. Although his fielding is kind of bad. So you might want to pick this guy up and put him at first base. He does have first base as a secondary position. Trevor Story, good power. Jorge Polanco. Okay. Gene Segura, good hitting. But you do not want to play him at shortstop. That is a terrible arm at shortstop. Maybe second base. Escobar, I think you guys got to pick him up and put him at third base or second base. I mean, this crazy hitting. Like 81 contact versus righties, 94 versus lefties, and 88 vision to accompany that. Also, pretty good fielding, but not a good enough arm to play at short. Troy Tulowitzki Tulowitzki, and yeah, good fielding, good arm. Nothing really good hitting though. Solarte, good vision. Russell, good fielding, and that's about it. So a lot of choices at shortstop. Who else? Benintendi's going gold this year. Michael Conforto, good power versus righties, good contact versus righties as well. Brett Gardner, Eddie Rosario, Gerardo Parra is probably, like, I think the best out of this whole bunch though. I mean, like, for 250 coins, which is what I got him for last night, you get good contact versus both sides of the plate at 75 pretty much, and 76 vision to accompany that. But you also get a rocket arm, and you also get good fielding. So Gerardo Parra is a pretty good budget baller. What is this? Adam Duvall, good power versus both sides of the plate. Chris Davis, good power, nothing really crazy. Now, if he could play first base, this would be a really good player, but he can't. So, yeah. Melky Cabrera, maybe a good bench player, but nothing really crazy there. I'm not gonna be starting him. Who else? Adam Eaton, probably all you need to know. 81 contact, 75 contact versus lefties. And then he's got really good fielding and good speed. So all around, pretty good player right there. Probably be gold, but I don't know why he isn't. Byron Buxton, if you guys didn't already know, he's going gold this year, no doubt in my mind. They underestimated his hitting, and his speed's already probably actually is already the best. Billy Hamilton, good speed, good fielding, but if you guys can't get on base with him, because he has such bad hitting, but if you guys do get on base with him, he's going to be really hard to stop for the catcher and just the whole team. He's very dangerous running the bases. Delino DeShields, good, maybe good contact versus both sides, but he's got pretty decent arm and good speed. I wouldn't pick him over what's his face, Billy Hamilton though. Austin Jackson, hold on before I go to Austin Jackson. Manuel Margot, he might go gold this year. He's kind of underrated, I think. And Austin Jackson, good contact versus both sides, good fielding, good arm. I mean, just all around pretty good. Might want to put him in left field because he has bad speed, but nothing really crazy about that. Nothing too bad about that. I mean. And then that's about it for righties, or center fielders. I mean, moving on to right fielders. Avisail Garcia, good hitting versus both sides of the plate. Vision isn't quite there, but you don't need it to be with that 93 contact versus lefties. Great arm strength, great arm accuracy, decent speed. Will Myers, I wouldn't play him in the outfield, just personally. He might go gold this year. Jason Hayward, good fielding, no hit. Jay Bruce, good power, good arm. That's all you need. Carlos Gonzalez, good contact, good power versus righties. And then the arm strength is really good, but that's really slow in outfield, right field for 43 speed. But this is another one. Ichiro Suzuki. Ichiro. 76 contact versus lefties, 86 vision. And that 86 vision is going to help that 55 contact. But he also got 91 fielding, 84 arm strength. So he's going to be a really good arm, really good fielder out in the outfield. But he's got only 51 speed. So you might want to look at that as probably like a problem there. Jose Bautista, good power versus righties. That's about it. He's a free agent still. Hunter Renfroe, good power versus lefties, and then that's really about it. But yeah, guys, that concludes our budget baller. Just look at the whole entire market, because starting out, you guys are probably not gonna have much coins or much stubs. I mean, and these are just a bunch of players you guys can get like for really cheap. But yeah, guys, if you guys did enjoy, be sure to like, subscribe, and I'll see you guys in my next video.